On the Farm. I'm your host, Larry Marble. Thanks so much for joining us today on one of our 14 affiliate stations. We're brought to you proudly each and every day by D&D Farm and Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at the movement of corn, beans, and wheat, courtesy of John Tuggle & Company, Corpus. Corn futures gave back virtually everything they had gained on Friday, closing down 11 to 12 cents by the bushel for the day. Beans and wheat were also sharply lower. Friday's lower markets were mostly a function of more beneficial rains in the forecast across the Corn Belt. The cooler and wetter weather forecasts are just what the corn crop needs as the critical pollination period's upon them. The markets will be closely watching the latest crop condition reports from the USDA out today at 3 p.m. Expect a 2 to 3% improvement in the good to excellent portion of the corn crop, which would be mostly already figured into the market. Attention will then turn to this Wednesday's USDA crop production and supply and demand report. The expectations are that the USDA will have to cut average corn yield, with most estimates from 5 to 10 bushels to the acre, less than USDA's June estimate of 181.5 bushels per acre. New export sales for the past week were better than trade expectations at 26.4 million bushels. Another two cargoes, about 4.9 million bushel, of milo were sold to the Communist Chinese for the crop year, which ends August the 31st. Currently on the books, yet unshipped, 33.4 million bushels of milo, virtually all to the Communist. Corpus Christi's Public Elevator and Archer Daniels Midland unloading milo 24 hours per day through the weekend. The Andersons Houston is open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. through the weekend, and Timco Houston is open from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday and Sunday, then 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. starting today. Neighbor, that's a look at corn, beans, and wheat, courtesy of John Tuggle & Company, Corpus, 361-852-5207. Neighbor, let's take a look at the movement of corn, beans, and wheat, courtesy of John Tuggle & Company, Corpus. Corn futures gave back virtually everything they had gained on Friday, closing down 11 to 12 cents by the bushel for the day. Beans and wheat were also sharply lower. Friday's lower markets were mostly a function of more beneficial rains in the forecast across the Corn Belt. The cooler and wetter weather forecasts are just what the corn crop needs as the critical pollination period's upon them. The markets will be closely watching the latest crop condition reports from the USDA out today at 3 p.m. Expect a 2 to 3% improvement in the good to excellent portion of the corn crop, which would be mostly already figured into the market. Attention will then turn to this Wednesday's USDA crop production and supply and demand report. The expectations are that the USDA will have to cut average corn yield, with most estimates from 5 to 10 bushels to the acre, less than USDA's June estimate of 181.5 bushels per acre. New export sales for the past week were better than trade expectations at 26.4 million bushels. Another two cargoes, about 4.9 million bushel, of milo were sold to the Communist Chinese for the crop year, which ends August the 31st. Currently on the books, yet unshipped, 33.4 million bushels of milo, virtually all to the Communist. Corpus Christi's Public Elevator and Archer Daniels Midland unloading milo 24 hours per day through the weekend. The Andersons Houston is open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. through the weekend, and Timco Houston is open from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday and Sunday, then 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. starting today. Neighbor, that's a look at corn, beans, and wheat, courtesy of John Tuggle & Company, Corpus, 361-852-5207. We're on the line with Sean Geiswhite, Gillespie Livestock. We had the 4th of July off, so we're coming up on Sheep and Goats Tuesday, Cattle Wednesday. Sean, what's the week going to be like?
I'm sure we'll get a good sheep and goat sale. Larry's expected somewhere around that, 4 to 5,000. Could get a few more. I've had a few calls. Have some stuff already that came in today. So, and on the cattle end, normally we get a pretty good jag of cattle after the 4th. We've got some consigned, so sure expecting somewhere around that. I'm going to say somewhere around 1,500 is what we're hoping for. We'll see how it plays out, and as we get into the week.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Sean Geiswhite.
You can reach us at 830-997-4394.
We appreciate it, and we'll talk with you later.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. We are on the line with my friend Ken Jordan from Jordan Cattle Auction, Mason and San South. Saba. It is Sunday night, 7:15. Monday is first sale at Mason after the holiday. What do you say, Ken?
You bet, Larry. We got a little over 1,000 head of cattle already on the yard, about 80 cows. The rest of them big calves, yearlings, I think about 10 bulls. A lot of good quality cattle. This is kind of starting our summer, July stock repeater sales. So we'll have probably around that 1,250, 1,300 per tomorrow. A lot of quality, a lot of depth there. A lot of these will be the fall calf crops of a lot of these good genetic ranchers that'll have those cattle in there. Look good for that. Then Thursday, we'll follow up on another stock repeater sale at San Saba. I look for around that 2,000 to 2,300. We got about 800 head I know coming right now. Some really choice groups of cattle, Larry. So look for a good week this week. Everything looks good. We like a little more rain down here. It's been a little hot again, but we still got a lot of grass and everything.
Well, good. Ken, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
You bet. Give us a call. Area code 325-372-5159. Additional information, go to our website also, Larry, jordan@cattle.com.
We appreciate it, and we'll talk to you after the sale.
You bet, Larry. Thank you.
You bet. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I'm Larry Marble from Down on the Farm, and we're on the line with Brandon DeBose from DeBose Pipe, Panel, and Gate. This, what year they start?
Man, they started in 1976. Grandfather started this business, backyard in Lomita, Texas.
Brandon, describe your product line and services provided.
Yes, sir. We do entrances. We sell pipe. We sell livestock gates, pasture gates, heavy-duty corral gates. You know, any kind of gates you'd really need out there on your farm, your pasture, whatever it is.
The phrase that y'all use within the commercial is wholesale to the public.
We're under competitors' retail prices, and our panels are the first and only to ever have a lifetime warranty against any livestock. Our heavy-duty line, they're made out of a 2-inch Schedule 80 pipe frame and inch and 5/8 14-gauge rails, and they're going to weigh around 150 pounds. We're very confident in the way they're built, the material they're built out of. We're very confident in our employees that put these things together. And, man, there's nothing more frustrating than going buying a competitor's panel and setting up your pins and having a bull try to jump out of it and tear 3 or 4 panels, and there you are having to go buy 3 or 4 more. When ours, man, you bring that panel back, show us where they try to jump through to jump over, and if it's damaged by any livestock beyond use, let us know, man. We replace it, no questions asked.
Now, you offer financing, too.
We go through a company called Sweet Pay Financing. It's been a very handy tool.
You're at the Lomita location. Give us your phone number for the Lomita location.
Lomita location, we can be reached at area code 512-752-3200.
And the website,
www.dubospanels.com.
Neighbor, I do believe it's time to catch up with Leo Casas, Beeville, Texas. Leo, how are you today?
Doing good, Larry. Well, conditions continue to be good. We've had a few little showers around, nothing too measurable. I think it rained a little over an inch here in Beeville. We received anywhere from 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch, and a few a little bit smaller than that, but we're in excellent grass conditions. I mean, now that this grass is toasted, it's got a tremendous amount of strength to it. So conditions are good. I want to remind your listeners that we do have plenty of good bulls available for lease or sale of all the popular breeds. I can be reached at 361-362-5863. Like us on Facebook. Keep up with us on a daily basis on Instagram. Casas Cattle _Rancher 3, or log on to my website for photos, videos, and information. CasasCattle.com. CASAS. CasasCattle.com. We're the bull people.
I'm Down on the Farm's Larry Marble. I'm with Tony from D&D Farm and Ranch. Tony, you got news on T-Post?
Yes, sir, I do. Right now, our 6.5-foot American-made 133 T-Post went down. They're at $5.99, and that's if you buy one or however many you need.
Well, tell everybody how to get that great deal in this new price drop on T-Post.
Well, they can reach me out at 830-379-7340, extension 162.
We've been with Tony from D&D. Tony, have a good day. Help those people when they come by to buy T-Post.
Yes, sir, sure will. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, sir.
We're on the line with Gary Butler, Nixon Livestock, getting ready for the first sale after the holiday. Gary, what's it going to look like?
It's going to be a big one, Larry. We got 1,400 in the yard already. I'm looking for probably 1,600 to 1,700 probably. Got about 100 cows, a few young cows mixed in a bunch, mostly packer cows. Got a big string of 93 or 4 head. They've been weaned for about 60 days. They're going to weigh anywhere from 4 on up to about 5.5, 5.75, somewhere around there. Mostly Charolais. Also got a good pen of Charolais calves. They're going to weigh probably 5 to 6. There's about 40 of them, and they're number one. Other than that, Larry, we got a few, big bunch of another Charolais calves that are going to weigh probably 6 or better. Quality is real good this week, Larry.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you in Nixon, Gary Butler.
You can catch us here at cell phone 830-582-1561 or 62. You can catch me on my mobile. 830-857-4330, Larry.
We appreciate you. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, I want to remind you about my friends Stephen and Terry Lehman at Lehman Pipe and Cattle. They've got used sucker rod in 5/8, 3/4, 7/8, and 1 inch, and they've got used oil field pipe, the #1 structural, straight, no holes, splits, or heavy scale, 2 3/8, 2 7/8, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6 5/8, 7 5/8, 10 3/4, and 16 and 24-inch diameters. Also, from time to time, they see some #2 pipe available at a reduced price. Truckload discounts and delivery also available. They also have cattle guards. They make them from 10-foot wide to 30-foot wide, depending on the customer's needs and wants, with or without wings or cross gates. Also, the heavy-duty concrete beams to set them on. Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. Email them at lehmanpipe@gmail.com or call Stephen at 979-966-3447 or Terry at 979-820-8155. That's Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. We're on the line with Seth Crane, Union Commission, Hondo Livestock. First sale after the holidays. Seth, what's it going to look like?
Pretty good run of cattle, Larry. 3 1/4 in tonight. Probably got somewhere around 60 cows. Going to palpate 40 of those tomorrow. There will be some young cows scattered throughout them in there. As far as many bulls, probably got 8 or 10 bulls, mostly backer bulls there. Calf and yearling deal, quality's good. Most all these calves will be bigger this week. However, we do have some little cattle on hand. Do have some weaned cattle as well if somebody's looking for some of those. So hopefully we'll get up there around 400, 450 come sale time. Be a pretty good day, Larry. In the meantime, if we can help you or come on out and see us, call us 830-741-8061. Get me on my cell phone, 210-288-3960. And for updates and information, visit us on Facebook or HondoLivestock.com.
Neighbor, did you know, combined with the truss department, insulation department, and millworks department, just 3 of the departments there at MG Building Materials, they've got the ability to deliver an entire building package from a single supplier. They are truly your one-stop shop. They have 5 locations around South and Central Texas. Let's count them down right quick. Pleasanton, Kerrville, San Antonio, Corpus Christi, and Uvalde. MG Building Materials, your one-stop shop. MGBuildingMaterials.com. We're on the line with Riley Rhodes, Live Oak Livestock, Three Rivers. Riley, how's the Monday sale after the 4th looking?
Looks good. Hope everybody had a good 4th of July. A few people got a little rain down this way, but got a good run for tomorrow. Looks like around 1,500, maybe a few more. Lots of smaller groups, 30 to 50 head of calves, no big strings. But a lot of good quality, a lot of black calves and a lot of Charolais cross calves, a couple groups of Beefmaster calves. A lot of the cattle look like they're maybe a little lighter than what they were, a month or so ago. Kind of most of them weighing 350 to 550. And then cows, probably 250 cows, most of those being packer cows. I think we sent back maybe 30 or 40 head to get palpated. And I think I saw maybe 8 or 10 pairs, a couple pretty good Beefmaster pairs mixed in. But it looks pretty good. I think we'll have around 1,600 for tomorrow.
At Live Oak Livestock for the Monday sale. Riley, tell everybody how to contact you.
361-786-2553 is the office. 361-813-6650 is the cell. Webpage, liveoaklivestock.com.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry.
Bye-bye. Hey, neighbor, I'm Larry Marble. We're on the line with Heather Murray of Homestead and Ranch Real Estate, which specializes in Texas farms and ranches and custom homes on acres. Heather, tell us about that 75-acre listing you've got at Lavernia.
Hey, Larry. 3114 Sandy Elm is a gorgeous, ag-exempt, 75-acre rural ranchette. It's nestled within towering mature oaks. This property offers an updated 5-bedroom home that has all the upgrades and conveniences you'd want in your estate.
Hey, how about wildlife?
Whether you want to hunt, run cattle, or just enjoy the great outdoors, this acreage checks all of the boxes. It's fully fenced, has mixed topography, and also has a large pond that attracts local wildlife like white-tailed deer, turkey, hogs, dove, and quail.
Are there any other improvements the listeners might like?
Absolutely. There's a heated pool and hot tub as well as a fully equipped outdoor kitchen. There's also a workshop and a carport. What's great is that this property offers rural living with all the upgrades, all within a 20-minute drive to downtown Lavernia.
Tell us how prospective buyers should contact you.
They can call me directly at 210-416-7559, and you have my word, I will call you back. Or visit www.homesteadandranch.com.
Neighbor Shotgun, look at the grains. Corpus Milo, 1035. Yellow corn, 467 1/4. Houston wheat in August, 823 1/4. Beans, 1247 and 3/4 Texas. Cotton, 229 bales, 74.66. Neighbor, that's it. I'm gone.